So I literally just had lunch with my friend and he brought me 2 more mini puzzles from Dubai. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to tackle all of the mini puzzles from my collection, and I've already done 2 of them. I've done these 2 and all of the others I've never done before, so it's gonna be new one. I'm really interested about the Ywow one because we don't even know the brand, we don't know how many pieces it's got. But yeah, I decided to tackle them all today because I want to gift some of them away. And also, like I mentioned, I want to do a video on how to like keep the puzzles together or glue them. So I want to use some of these puzzles for that. And I think it would be good if I have them ready for when I decide all of the different techniques of gluing that I want to use in the video. So yeah, I'm just gonna start. I don't know which one to start with. Oh. The first puzzle I'm gonna tackle is a 72-piece puzzle by Curiousi. I've had this puzzle for a while. It was gifted to me, and as soon as I got it I had to open it because I've heard that this brand has like really crazy shape of the pieces, and yeah, obviously I had to open it. And I didn't want to assemble it because I wanted to make a video out of it, and you know, like I mentioned, it's really difficult to make a whole video for YouTube out of 72-piece puzzles, so that's why we're doing the mini collection today. But I'm really intrigued to see how this one is gonna be. I kind of just want to put it together, but let's see everything that's inside the box, because we've got, okay. Oh, they've got all of the different designs that they offer and collections. So that's quite cool. Okay, and obviously we have to have a quality check. So let's do that quickly before going into the assembly. So the pieces are really sturdy, but they're not thick, which is very interesting. The picture is very, very clear, the cut is really nice, and I also can't see any gloss, which is great. So this puzzle definitely passed the quality check, but now we have to see how the assembly is gonna be as well. I have to say that this was more difficult than I care to admit. It took me about 9.5 minutes to finish it. And let's do a pickup challenge. Yeah, doesn't really hold together that much. Yeah, definitely doesn't. I haven't even taken a picture of it yet. Anyway, it was actually so much fun to put together. I cannot explain, but it's like, I thought because it only has 72 pieces that it's gonna be like, you know, 3 minutes and we are done, but it's got such intrigued, like complicated shapes and everything that it's quite a lot of fun to figure it out how it goes together. And like I said, 72 pieces, and it took me almost 10 minutes to do it. Because I remember with Pringles, I think it took me about 3 minutes for 50 pieces, which means that this one is quite a lot, you know, it has a lot more going on, let's just say that. So I'm gonna try to fix that now. I hope it didn't crumble too much. So yeah, it didn't pass the pickup challenge, but I do think it's a really good brand. Like the quality of the pieces is so good. It just makes me think like if they did this as a 1,000-piece puzzle, it would probably cost a fortune, because it just feels like the quality of the pieces, it would be a bit too much to make it into a 1,000-piece puzzle. But it's so cool. I really enjoyed it. It's so different to anything that I'm used to doing. But I think that's probably also the reason why I enjoyed it so much more. But yeah, let's just quickly fix that so we can move on to the next puzzle, because we want to have them all assembled. There we go. The last 3 pieces. Oh, I forgot to sign my last piece. I don't even remember which one it was. Anyway, it's got a black backside, so I don't know how I would sign it anyway. So yeah, that's the first puzzle done. Now I'm gonna move to the second one, which is the second puzzle that's been really driving me. Well, it hasn't been driving me mad, but I don't know the brand, I don't know the number of pieces, so yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what's inside when I open it. The next puzzle is a wooden puzzle, and the title of this one is Mr. Ywow. Okay, are we ready? Okay, let's see what's inside. Okay, this looks quite cool. So it's in a nice little bag. It's wooden puzzle, I think we already know that. And there is a picture, it's a big poster of the picture. But still it doesn't say how many pieces or what the brand is. So I guess we still don't know the brand, but you know, the pieces we can count that. So let's see how many pieces we've got. Oh. So it has 100 pieces. That's actually a lot more than I thought, which means that it's gonna take me quite a while to finish this puzzle, because normally wooden puzzles take a lot longer to finish. But what I've noticed is the pieces are very thick. Like, I haven't done that many wooden puzzles so far, but I've never seen pieces as thick as these ones before. But I really love the shape of the pieces, and they also have, like, I'm seeing quite a lot of animals, so this is really cute. I cannot wait to put it together, but I think it will take me a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, I genuinely didn't know how to tackle this puzzle because there is just so much going on in the picture, and then also the shapes are so crazy that, yeah, it was difficult. It took me about 20 minutes to finish it, but it's so cute. Like, it's a lot smaller than expected, honestly, because when I was looking at the picture, I just felt like this is gonna be the end size, you know, but it wasn't. You can see it's a lot smaller. So I'm not gonna attempt to leave this one up, because if you've ever had a wooden puzzle, you know that they just do not stay together. It's so unfortunate that I don't actually know the brand of this puzzle, because, you know, I could say it's a good brand, I just do not know what it is. So if you ever come across a puzzle, you know, in a box like that doesn't have a brand, it's a good one. I'm actually quite happy to decide to do the mini puzzles video, because I would just never go and do one of these puzzles like in my free time, because it just feels a little bit like pointless. But doing all 6 together, well, that kind of counts like as doing one normal sized puzzle, I guess. The next puzzle I want to tackle is the Pringles puzzle, because I've already done it. I know it's gonna be quick and easy, and I think I need a little bit of a break. So I managed to finish this puzzle in under 3 minutes, which I think is an improvement from last time. Let me try to do the pickup challenge. Okay, maybe no. I don't think it would pass a pickup challenge, maybe if we stretch it. Okay, we have to really pull it apart in order for it to not crumble. That's basically the Pringles puzzle. I know I've already done a video on it, but you know, it's still a mini puzzle in my collection, so I thought I might include it here as well. Okay. The next one I want to tackle, I think I'm gonna go for this one. The next one is a 100-piece puzzle by Educa, and the title of this one is Yorkshire Terrier. So I've already told you in the previous videos that I got this puzzle to do puzzle chairs with my sister, but I've had it for so long and I still hadn't gotten around to doing it yet, so I thought, you know, I might as well do it today, because I don't particularly like Educa. I hope the 100-piece puzzle is gonna be a bit better than 500 pieces. But I don't know. Maybe it's a really old one and it has a really good cut, but we are about to find out. My neighbors are doing their bathroom, so if it's loud, I do really apologize about that. So as expected, this puzzle had really bad cut. I mean, it's not that bad, like the quality of the puzzle is still good. It's just what I do not like about Educa is that all of the puzzles are ribbon grit cut, except, you know, these ones. They don't even hold together. So once you put the puzzle together, like they don't even interlock. And I really don't like that. Like honestly, I think it's probably better to have those ones than having all ribbon grit cut pieces, because then at least you know some pieces that immediately go together. But yeah, I'm just not that fan of Educa, honestly. I mean, I know I've already said that publicly in my end of year brand reviews video, but I mean, it's such a shame because you see it doesn't even stay in. I had one of their old puzzles and the quality was so good. In my first year's puzzle brand review video, I said I put Educa, I think, like on the top of my list. I think it was among the good brands. And then it just fell right down. I really don't understand why they went to change the piece cut when it was a really good one. Let's move on to the next puzzle I'm gonna tackle. It's a 100-piece puzzle by Recent Toys, and the title of this one is Hot Dog Barbecue Puzzle. So I got this puzzle in Spain from Carolina, and I've already assembled it once at the airport. I don't remember how tired I was when I was doing it, but I remember it was after the flight, so I was waiting for my transport back to Slovenia. And yeah, I remember it was a bit more difficult than I expected it to be. It's got really cute pieces, it's a really good quality. It's just tricky. That's what I remember, but it might be easier today, you know. I've got better lighting, I'm rested, so let's see how it is. Okay, this was so quick. I actually don't remember it being so easy at the airport. So I must have been really tired. But look at it, how cute it is. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick it up. Okay, you have to really stretch it apart, but as you can see, it doesn't really stay together. Ah. But this is such a fun puzzle. I mean, like, you can see the shade so much more, like you can see the color difference when you have the sun out. It makes so much difference with putting the puzzle together, honestly. Like at the airport, I remember it was probably, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning. I think in Costa drinking tea and eating toast and then putting this puzzle together, and yeah, it makes so much difference actually having good lighting. I've already learned that, but I think this just proved the point. And oh my god, this was so fun to put together. Oh, we have 5 out of 6 now, so we only have one puzzle left, and let me show it to you. It's a 126-piece puzzle by Puzly, and the title of this one is Urban Waves. So this is the puzzle that was handmade in Slovenia, and I've been looking forward to doing it for a while. They did tell me that this is the most difficult one out of their collection. Well, that was at the time that they gave it to me. One thing about this puzzle that I have to tell you is, because they're making it by hands, they actually don't have the board big enough for 126 pieces. So it's basically done out of 2 smaller puzzles, which means that I'm gonna have double the amount of edges. So that's gonna be interesting. But I'm really looking forward to putting it together. I've never seen like a handmade puzzle before, and I'm still hoping that we're gonna manage to find the time to record the actual video of like how the puzzles are being made. But let's get on with puzzling now. Oh, this puzzle was definitely not as easy as I expected, because I think on the picture it's quite obvious, the gradient, but when you actually have all the pieces in front of you, it's not actually that obvious. So this section I think was a lot easier because obviously you had the pink and purple going quite obviously around, but this section was a bit more complicated because it's basically fully blue. I have to say that based on the quality, I would say that you can tell that it's a handmade puzzle because the pieces are just not like, I don't know how to say, but like, you know how the prongs are normally different shapes or like something that makes it more distinctive, so you know exactly what goes together. So with this one that's not the case, and I think that's what made it a little bit more difficult to know where some pieces go and maybe have an occasional misfit as well. But regardless of that, I managed to finish the puzzle. I think it's brilliant that people are doing handmade puzzles and, you know, combining the art. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you the story. So basically what they do is they take local artists, give them like a theme, and then they have to just design something based on the theme, and then they make like a collection. So it's basically helping local artists to get their art actually done and sold, and also get profit from it, which I think is a brilliant idea, and I think we should have more people that do that, honestly. And obviously I just hope that in the near future they're gonna manage to get puzzles that are even bigger and maybe have more, you know, specific shapes, so it would be a little bit easier to assemble. But overall I've really enjoyed the puzzle, and I kind of like the fact that it was frame on the inside as well. Well, it was two puzzles basically, because it made it a lot easier, you know, to finish the inside once you had the frame. So these are basically all of the mini puzzles of my collection. So let me show them all to you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit them all on the table. I would have to count how many pieces I actually put together today, because I think it's quite a few. Oh, we cannot really lift some of the puzzles, so I'm just gonna have to stack them in front of me. Oh no, the Pringles can go up, I think, if we stretch it. Woohoo! There we go. And the hot dog. So I hope you can see all of the puzzles. And yeah, I know it's a little different video today, but I asked you guys if you want to see my mini collection, and a lot of you said that you want to, because some of you have mini collections as well at home. So that's basically my mini collections, and now that I have all of them in front of me, I kind of don't want to give them away. So yeah, let me know if you actually want to know how to glue the puzzles together, because if you genuinely do not care, I'm probably not going to bother making a video out of it. But if some of you want to know, then I'm going to make sure to make a video on that as well, so I can kind of like figure out which technique is best for you to know, so you don't have to try them all, basically. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Pause, rewind. So I literally just had lunch with my friend, and he brought me 2 more mini puzzles from Dubai. So I was like, I literally just recorded the video of my mini puzzle collection, and I kinda, you know, couldn't resist but adding those 2 to the video. So let me show them to you. Both puzzles are 150 piece puzzles by At the Top, and the title is Burj Khalifa Dubai Mini Puzzle. Both of the puzzles come from the same shop, which is in the 125th floor of Burj Khalifa. I hope I'm saying it right. And oh yeah, it was just so random that I literally just recorded this collection today, and now I got 2 more new puzzles. So I'm gonna make some space, and he thought it might be a bit boring for you guys to see both of the puzzles being assembled because the picture is very similar. So I decided I'm gonna try to assemble one from the back, because we realized that there is like a pattern on the back and we don't know what's on it. So yeah, that was the thought. So I'm gonna do one the normal direction, probably this one, because it's lighter, it's gonna be easier. But this one that is darker, I think I'm gonna try to put this one together from the back side. So let's just give it a try. Okay, this was so much fun to put together. Like, it was more difficult than it looks, and I know I've said that for basically every puzzle today. But honestly, what really shocked me was the shape of the pieces. Because I remember I used to have one of the puzzles from Mini Collection. I think it was Ywow. And I remember that I specifically said that all of the pieces were ribbon brick cuts, and someone mentioned that pieces can literally break if they're done too thinly. But this puzzle has some pieces so thin and it just stays together so nicely. It's like it's not folding or anything. And I think that's because the puzzle itself is a lot thicker, which means that it's easier to, I don't know, hold shape or stay together. I'm not gonna attempt to lift it up because, as you can see, it doesn't stay together that well. It reminds me a little bit on the wooden puzzle, like the way the pieces fall in when you're putting it in and the way it doesn't stay together when you try to lift it up. So I don't actually know what's on the back side. I hope there is something, because otherwise this could be a complete and utter nightmare if it doesn't actually have a pattern. But from what I could see, there are like some, it seems like there's a writing and like a pattern that's on the outside as well. So I hope it's not gonna be too complicated. This one took me about 15 minutes to finish. I think it was a little bit less than that. So let's see how long this one's gonna take me now. Okay, doing it from the back, it was definitely more difficult. It took me about 25 minutes, but you can see it's doable. I did use the other one, you know, to cheat because it was just everything looked the same to me. So I basically used this one to copy the piece cut pattern. So as you can see, it's basically a double-sided puzzle and it says "see you soon." Now I want to know if I put everything in correctly actually, so I want to turn it around. And I also want to check what's on the back side of the other one. It could be completely the same. I know it's a different color. It's the same color as on the box. So this one's got purple and the other one's got like turquoise. So let's see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna do this one first to see what's on the back. This is my super technique of flipping the puzzles. Ah, it does say "see you soon" as well. So there we go. It's basically the same thing. I think it's a really nice touch and, you know, why not? It makes it almost like a double-sided puzzle if you want a challenge, but I think it's a really nice touch. And now let's check both of the puzzle from the front now. Okay. The moment of truth. Hey, we did it the right way, so there we go. Okay, and now I'm not gonna leave the apartment, so I don't think I should get any more surprise puzzles. So this is actually all of my mini puzzles in my collection at the moment. So it looks a bit better now, doesn't it? A bit more puzzles. So yeah, here they are, all of them. Now we've got 8, well, or 9. 9 is a nicer number. We've got 9 now. So that's basically it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my mini collection with the extra new ones as well. And then next week I'm gonna see you with the 4K puzzle, because yes, we have reached the next milestone of 4,000 subscribers. So I wanted to thank every single one of you, you know, for putting up with me and sticking around. So make sure to stick around a little bit longer, and I'll see you next time. Bye!